You look a little nervous. Nervous people usually have something to hide.
I'm not nervous. And you need to watch how you speak to me.
Complaints don't mean anything. Maybe you should show some respect to this badge.
Are you sure about that? I'm a director with the United States Secret Service.
On a quiet Tuesday afternoon in Columbus, Ohio, a 3-month rookie cop made a decision that would cost him everything. Officer Kyle Jennings thought he had found another easy target to pad his arrest record. He was wrong. What this young officer didn't realize was that the elderly black man he was about to humiliate on the side of Route 270 wasn't just any citizen. The disrespect, the racial slurs, the abuse of power, all of it was about to come crashing down on him in the most devastating way possible. The man behind the wheel of that old Mercedes had the authority to end careers, and Jennings had just given him every reason to use it. The fallout was swift and merciless. By the time the dust settled, Jennings would lose more than just his badge. He would also face financial ruin. Right now, we want to take a moment to appreciate you for being here. Your support keeps this channel alive, and we're grateful for every single view. So tell us, where in the world are you tuning in from today? Drop your city or country in the comments below. And if this is your first time watching, hit that subscribe button and give us a like. Trust me, you'll want to stay for what happens next. Kyle Jennings had been a police officer for exactly 93 days when he made the worst mistake of his life. Fresh out of the academy, he wore his badge like a trophy. He was young, ambitious, and hungry to prove himself to Captain Morrison, the hard-nosed precinct chief who valued numbers over nuance. From day one, Jennings had one goal: meet his quota by any means necessary. Traffic stops, citations, arrests, he wanted his name at the top of every weekly report. But there was a pattern to his policing that his colleagues had started to notice. His targets were almost always black drivers. He claimed it was coincidence. The dashboard camera footage told a different story. In his short career, Jennings had already racked up 17 questionable stops. A college student pulled over for a cracked taillight and searched without consent. A nurse coming off a night shift cited for driving 2 miles over the speed limit. A pastor arrested for refusing to answer questions without a lawyer present. Each time, Jennings justified his actions with paperwork and procedure. Each time, he walked away without consequence. His supervisor had received 2 formal complaints, but Captain Morrison dismissed them. Jennings was bringing in numbers, and numbers meant federal funding. Nobody wanted to rock the boat over a few disgruntled citizens who probably had something to hide anyway. Jennings believed he was doing good work. He believed he was keeping the streets safe. He believed that his instincts were sharp and his judgment sound. What he didn't believe was that anyone could touch him. That confidence would be his undoing, because on this particular afternoon he was about to pull over someone who could do more than just file a complaint. It was just after 2 in the afternoon when Jennings spotted the black Mercedes W124 E-Class heading eastbound on Route 270. The car was at least 20 years old, well maintained but showing its age, the kind of vehicle that made Jennings assume things about its driver before he even saw their face. He followed the Mercedes for half a mile, watching carefully. Then it happened. The driver changed lanes without signaling early enough. It was minor, barely worth noting. On any other day with any other driver, Jennings might have let it slide. But this was his chance for stop number 18. He flipped on his lights and hit the siren. The Mercedes slowed immediately and pulled onto the shoulder with textbook precision. No sudden movements, no attempt to flee, just calm, lawful compliance.